Hi, OJ. Some nightmares don't end when you wake up. They linger, crawl into the corners of your mind, and watch you from the shadows. I thought I had survived the worst life had to offer: the pain, betrayal, the cold grip of the streets. But I was wrong. It started with an offer too good to refuse. And this is my story. I ran away from home because I had no choice. My stepmother was using me for something I still don't understand till date. Rituals that were strange to my eyes. She would whisper strange words at night, make me do things I don't want to do. And when I told my father, he never believed me. He wouldn't even defend me. So one night, I left. No plan, no place to go, just the street. That first night, I lost everything. Not just my home, but my dignity, my body. A pack of men, one after the other, raped me. And it didn't stop there. Every week, it happened again and again until I stopped fighting, until I became numb to it. Then she appeared out of nowhere, a woman in the dark, moving like a shadow. She sprayed something, I presume pepper spray, I think, and the men scattered. She picked me up, took me to her home, fed me, clothed me. I should have been grateful. I was grateful anyway. But gratitude doesn't pay the bills. 1 month in, she asked me what my plans was. I had none, OJ, and that's how I became what she was, a hookup girl. I learned very fast. Find the big cars, the rich men, the ones willing to pay. One night, a car stopped, an expensive polished car, the kind that screamed money. The man inside offered me $100 for the night, 5 times more than usual. No bargaining, no hesitation. I just entered the car. The moment I did, something felt wrong. It was cold freezing. My head got heavy, my vision blurred. I tried to speak, but the driver said nothing. The man beside me was also silent. When we arrived, I saw the house, huge, towering over me. The driver got out, opened the door, and lifted the man. That's when I saw him properly. No legs, half arms, hairier than any human I had ever seen. Inside the house, I barely had time to breathe before an old woman appeared, holding a black metallic bowl filled with a thick, reddish liquid. She placed it in front of him and left. I wanted to run. I needed to run. But he spoke, said I had nothing to fear, that he wasn't going to touch me, but he would still give me the $100 because he wasn't there for that. He was sent to me by my ancestors. And then he began to speak. OJ, he told me everything from the day my mother died to the night my stepmother forced me into her dark world. He even knew the moment I ended up in the streets. Every detail, he didn't miss a thing. I broke down, I wept, and just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, he told me my father was dead. Then I saw them, my mother, my grandmother, reflected in the mirror across the room, watching me. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. And that's when he said he had to remove my womb. He claimed my stepmother had cursed it, that it was the reason for my suffering, that if I wanted to be free, I had to let him take it out. Then he handed me a bowl, the thick red liquid, and he told me to drink. I did, slowly. Every swallow made me dizzier, weaker. My body felt like it was floating, then sinking. I passed out. It's at this point that I ask that you subscribe to the channel, share a comment, or click on the like button, as that is the only way you encourage me to bring you more confessions and more stories. So please, subscribe. Let's go. But I saw things in the darkness. Red eyes, hairy bodies, monkeys. I swear, OJ, I saw them moving around me, and I felt them inside me, clawing, taking something from me. When I woke up, I was lying on a white sheet, surrounded by red candles. My lower abdomen hurt. The man appeared and said it was done. My womb was gone, and now life would finally favor me. I stayed there until I was healed. I never saw him much after that. Just the woman who took care of me. When I was strong enough, he had me driven home, handed me the $100 as promised. I should have been relieved, OJ. I should have moved on, but I was terrified. Weeks passed before I stepped outside again. But when I did, something had changed. That first night, back on the street, it felt like something or someone was guiding me. I only had 2 clients, but they paid big. Better than anything I'd ever made before. And from that night on, it kept happening. I started making millions. I bought a car. I adopted 2 kids because I knew I would never have one of my own. Life was finally good. But then it started, OJ, a monkey. Every month, it steals my used sanitary pads. At first, I ignored it. Then I started washing them, thinking maybe it wanted something from them. But it keeps stealing them. And it's not just that. Sometimes I find it in my daughter's bed, just watching her. And the moment I say it, it vanishes. OJ, I swear, it's the same monkey from that night, the one that took my womb. Now I'm scared, not for me, for my daughter. I don't know what's happening, and I don't know if she's next. Someone out there has to know. Someone has to understand what this is. Tell me, OJ, how does this end? And for more interesting stories, click on this link.